elections to be free and fair, and the rules and the laws to be followed?
I think that question deserved a yes or no. And I think the length of your answer is an indication that you weren't prepared to answer yes. Have you heard the recording of President Trump on January 2nd, 2021, when he urged the Secretary of State of Georgia to, quote, find 11,780 votes and declare him the winner of that state?
No, I've heard about it through clips, but no, Senator, I've not heard it.
What was your reaction to President Trump making that call?
I would have to listen to the tape, Senator.
Well, the quote that I give you is exact. He said to the Georgia Secretary of State, find 11,780 votes.
Do you have the entire context of that call? I feel like it was much longer than that, and may have been taken out of
It was
context.
an hour long.
Right.
You can certainly listen to it. I hope you will. Every American should. As a
Hello,
former
everybody.
prosecutor, are you not concerned that the President of the United States called a state election official and asked him to find enough votes to change the results of the election?
Senator, I have not listened to the hour-long conversation, but it's my understanding that is not what he asked him to do.
You need to listen to it. Let me ask a third question. Do you believe that the January 6 rioters who've been convicted of violent assaults on police officers should be pardoned?
Senator, if confirmed as Attorney General of the United States, the pardons, of course, fall under the President. But if asked to look at those cases, I will look at each case and advise on a case-by-case basis, just as I did my entire career as a prosecutor.
You also advise the President of pardons as part of your responsibility as Attorney General. And so I'm asking you, do you believe that those who've been convicted of the January 6 riot violent assaults on our police officers should be pardoned? That's a simple question.
So, Senator, I have not seen any of those files, of course. If confirmed and if asked to advise the President, I will look at each and every file. But let me be very clear in speaking to you. I condemn any violence on a law enforcement officer in this country.
Let me ask you about your work as a lobbyist.
What's going on?
Ballard Partners. You did not list your current position as a partner at the lobbying firm, nor the work you've done for your Ballard Partner clients, such as lobbying for the country of Qatar for $115,000 a month, and for corporate giants Amazon and Uber when you're asked about conflicts of interest. Why do you believe your work as a lobbyist does not constitute potential conflicts of interest?
Well, Senator, first, that was the amount my firm received. I believe multiple people represented the country of Qatar within my firm. My role, and I'm very proud of the work that I did, it was a short time and I wish it had been longer for Qatar, was anti-human trafficking efforts leading into the World Cup, which is something I'd like to talk about later too. I was registered as FARA along with many members of my firm. That was the sole portion of my representation for Qatar. Now, if there are any conflicts with anyone I represented in private practice, I would consult with the career ethics officials within the department and make the appropriate decision. I would also like to point out to you, I don't believe that I would be the first Attorney General who has represented and advocated for businesses in their past.
Of course not. The question is whether you will recuse yourself from any case involving your Ballard clients. One of those clients was the GEO Group, was it not?
GEO, yes.
A private prison company you lobbied for. It manages correctional institutions and detention facilities. The GEO Group has faced criticism for safety violations, inadequate health care, and poor management.
Yeah.
The U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement is GEO's largest source of revenue.
Man, I always
Under
gotta
the Trump
have
administration,
somebody
GEO
say
spent
something
hundreds of millions of
stupid.
dollars by detaining immigrants at the business mass deportation. Would you sense any conflict of interest if you're asked to judge the performance of this government contractor?
Senator, I will consult with the career ethics officials within the Department of Justice and make the appropriate decision.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senator Graham.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank
You
you.
forgot to say that John's family was from South Carolina.
Upstate, I'm sorry.
Give you a pass on that. Manderson, by the way. So, listen, President Trump asked a bunch of us, who would you pick for Attorney General? How many of you got asked that on our side? Probably didn't ask Dick, but asked me. I said Pam Bondi. That's like
Why not?
I couldn't think of anybody more qualified that he knew.
Why don't you like the
It's
attorneys?
okay to have, you were his lawyer, right?
Yes, sir. I represented him when they tried to impeach him the first time as part of White House Counsel, Office of Special Counsel.
Being Trump's lawyer prepares you for many things. So, yeah, you have a long-standing relationship with the president. He trusts you. That's a good thing. That's probably why President Kennedy picked his brother, Bobby Kennedy. I guess you could say no to your older brother. I'm sure he would. But this idea there's something bad is ridiculous. Who do you pick? You pick people you know. You pick people you trust. People you're qualified.
What'd you hear?
He knows you, he trusts you.
Did you hear something?
So the idea that there's something wrong with that is just
Did you hear something?
absolutely ridiculous. So let's talk about the job you're about
Did
to
you hear
have.
something, Benjamin?
Do you support making certain drug
Did you hear
cartels in
something?
Mexico foreign terrorist organization?
What'd you hear?
I personally went to Mexico. I personally dealt with these cartels.
Bo, what'd you
when I
hear?
was a state prosecutor,
Hmm?
and they are a grave and violent threat
You
to our
consider
country. Yes, Senator.
advising the president. Good, good. Now, when it comes to Crossfire Hurricane,